Yo, what's happening? Dave Acton back with a brand new episode of Larynx Limelight, taking the time out to talk to an artist from the hip hop and grime scene in Wales, talking about their origins, their inspirations, their intentions, as Chu would say, all of that, all of that. Thank you for your continued support. It is much appreciated. You can go and follow us in all platforms. You'll find the link to that in the description. You'll also find a link to one of these nifty tees. I'm actually repping merch this time. Apparently the kids' loads of washing take precedent over mine, but you know, we've got it washed and ready to go for this one. Also, in the description, you can find links to our next independent showcase, Larynx Live 4, taking place in the Bunkhouse in Swansea, November 27th. Got a really, really, really good lineup. And today we've got the headliner of that lineup with us, a stalwart, not just of the Swansea hip hop scene, but of Wales too. One of a heavyweight in my eyes, an absolute heavyweight. We've got man like CrazeTheJack. How's it going, bud?
All right, man. What's happening?
Not a lot, mate. Not a lot. Just sat here. I'm really excited for this one because, I mean, we've been waiting to have this conversation for a long time now. A proper chat. Obviously, we speak quite frequently, to be fair. I mean, you know, we do speak quite frequently, but it's great to finally get the opportunity to talk about hip hop and rap with you. Because obviously, we've been in a room multiple times as well, and we just end up talking shit.
Yeah, we speak. We speak every week, maybe every other week or so. Yeah. Like pass notes over, like every week, every other week. That's great.
First things first. Congratulations are in order because you are going to become a father. How is that feeling? How is that?
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and it's everything I'd ever wanted, really. And I haven't got no words for it. It's great.
I know. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Leading them on the same path, maybe in terms of music, is that going to be a goal once they get to that age, and you know, try and force them into that?
Who knows? I mean, everything's but who knows? We soon find out. Maybe he'll become a footballer. Maybe he'll become a I don't know, a biker. Who knows?
The world's their oyster.
Leave him choose his own path.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. If he were to follow in your footsteps.
But I'd like him to do that shit. Yeah.
If he were to follow in your footsteps, then he would most definitely go on to become one of the scene's integral parts, as I see you, because you are what I'd call a veteran as it stands right now. You've been at music for quite a while now, going back on the research that I've done over the past couple of days. You've got quite the record behind you.
Yeah, it's well, I'm just sure you know, like I've been doing this bloody hell since I was a youngster, really, and then it's just sort of evolved, and then gradually you got to start releasing stuff in, and the initial release probably about 5 to 6 years, if I'm correct. I'm not 100% on times a day. I just do what I do, and I don't keep track and just do it. But yes, I've done my learning, done my research and all that stuff into all this, and that's just crafted my art for years. It's not an overnight thing, as you might know, as other artists might know who's watching this. We just got to keep grafting, like. Yeah.
And you are, you have grafted. Just looking at your record, your track record of releases, your performances, you have seriously put in the work. I want to just touch in on that because, like I say, I have got notes up here because my mind is slowly going as I'm reaching 30.
I wish I had notes, mate.
Don't worry, mate. Don't worry. I'll just just going back. So I found out that your earliest release, and I've never come across it before, but the earliest release that I could find of yours was on a very, very dated website that looked like you created it. So what was it called? Peace of Mind. Which was 20.
I tried to delete all that stuff.
The website's still there, mate. The website, but unfortunately, the tracks aren't there. The tracks are. So that would be, and that was dated 2013. And then there's, I couldn't find anything between then and your next release or major release, which was Emotive in 2016. So I'd like to sort of know what was going on in that sort of time in 2013, between 2013 and 2016, because you've obviously done a lot of feature work as well. You were like the constant features are up on YouTube and etc. So why is there a lack of sort of solo work between 2013 and 2016?
I think when I released Peace of Mind, I think it was in uni. I'm positive it was in the first year of uni. So in the first year of uni, you sort of got the time to mess about and, you know, you're not taking it seriously, but you are taking it seriously. But so I released that EP and I was experimenting and all that. And to be honest, man, I don't know what I was. Everyone starts somewhere, yeah, but I don't know. I even tried beatbox and all that. It was just like, what? So, I can't beatbox. So, you know, anyway, so we done that. And I suppose the next you said 2016. See, my memory's crap. So 3 years in uni, it would lead to 2016 or 2000, and just started to do it properly. And I think when I released the 2016 Motion, I think around that point I was working with an artist from Birmingham a year prior to that, doing producing work, and we were releasing music, and I was releasing music, sort of not properly on Spotify and all that stuff. So, and then I found Pryme Cut, and I knew Jake from uni, and I was talking to Jake about Pryme Cut, and they got me involved in I think it was the first gig they done in Swansea, and then it just went boom, you know, from there then. So yeah, I do believe like Pryme Cut got me into that. Right, this is it now. We're gonna start at that point and start releasing music and properly, not just mess about, stick it on SoundCloud, take it off SoundCloud when it sounds shit, and then put another version of there.
We're all good.
Because that's what I used to do. You know, it's just SoundCloud, and you put a version up and you just listen back 2 months later and you're like, oh, fuck, that's shit. And then you put another version up, and then you put another version up. And me, mate, I put about 10 versions, 20 versions up, because I can't, and you know what I'm like, I cannot deal with a not perfect track. I've got to, if I find it perfect, then I'll put it out. But if it's half about, nah, I'm not interested. And that's just the way it is. My music might not sound perfect for other people, but when I'm done with it and I feel happy with it, I'll put it out.
Yeah, I think we've all been guilty of the putting stuff up only to pull it down again.
Yeah.
You know, maybe weeks, maybe years later. I think we've all been guilty of that at some point. Touching on Swansea, prior to you sort of getting involved with Pryme Cut and the folks that were there, shout outs to them. What did you feel like the hub for hip hop and grime was like in Swansea at the time? Was it a bit more, because it seems a lot more, I don't want to say lenient to it, but there seems to be more hip hop and grime happening in that area now than what there might have been prior?
Yeah, I think there's always been a scene in Wales, right? Like, you know, with all the Swansea boys, Knobsy and all that, innit? And there's always been a scene. I think Cardiff was and that way was more kept it going, and then Swansea just went a little bit downhill with the hip hop side of it. On my opinion, if anyone wants to tell me any different, please tell me any different, so then I can have a look at what happened over them years. But yeah, I think Swansea sort of just started to re-energize the hip hop scene with Pryme cut in Swansea, because we were putting on gigs bloody every month or so, I believe, or every other couple of months. It was always a gig, and it was always a piss up, really. Like the boys at Pryme cut though, it was mad, and I enjoyed it. I'm going up to Cardiff. Hold on.
All good. All good.
People are trying to get a hold of me. Bloody things. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, we used to go up to Cardiff, gig up there, and it was always a reason to go places as well.
Yeah.
I did enjoy them days, and then all of a sudden then after that, I don't know, man, it just went a bit different, you know?
Yeah.
And it seems like I think Swansea now has definitely become a bit more recognised for its hip hop, and we got youngsters here now. You got like Dead Crow, you got Kens, who are getting noticed by major streams, major radio people as well. BBC Radio Wales, and with the BBC introducing, you got them with them now. So yeah, I think Swansea is becoming much better with hip hop, and it's just nice that urban music is getting more popularized now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think everyone sort of had their attempts prior to, because I do feel like hip hop and grime in Wales at the moment is at its most recognisable. I think eyes are on it more than ever in the past sort of 12 months. And I think there have been major attempts to get that spotlight on it prior to the last 12 months or so. I think, obviously Daryl of Urban Culture Wales, shout outs to him. Like he's done before that you've been involved with. Like there was the festival in was it in the Rhondda in the Valleys at one point?
Yeah,
17. That
Surplus, wasn't it?
What's that? Sorry,
the Surplus Festival, was it?
Yeah. I think it was that one. But just going through, there's lineups here and there. But I just think in the last 12 months or so that it's really started to take off a bit more and become a little bit more recognisable. And with that, I feel like we're starting to pay attention to the veterans such as you. Obviously, you've got T-Rev there, and then you've got the new guys coming through, like say Ken's, Dead Crow, who's ridiculously like interesting and has got a whole different way about doing things. You've got Marino that way doing something different.
Yeah, Marino.
So yeah, it's really starting to pick up speed all the time. You
got Jay Speaks as well, haven't you?
Yeah, Jay Speaks as well.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous, the pool of talent or the pools of talents in different areas of Wales. Were you ever aware of, because our first meeting was Focus Wales 2018.
Yeah.
And to be fair, unbeknownst to me and the other lads, we never really looked outside of Wrexham. We were too busy trying to establish a scene in Wrexham. You, were you ever aware of other artists in different areas, like maybe Cardiff, you knew obviously a lot of, but were you aware of a scene in North Wales or anywhere else?
I knew South Wales, the scene in South Wales. I knew you got like back then it was, I don't know if Winger was actually Winger back then. I think it was just Culture Vultures. So they had all them boys down in Carmarthen way. And then you had Swansea, Cardiff. Well, it wasn't really Swansea as a collection. It was just a few rappers, if I remember correctly. Most of them days it was just gigging and drinking. But yeah. What was it? Cardiff. So you had like Pryme who was, you know, quite a big collective of people. And then you had the hold up in Newport then. But you know, I don't really know much more on that way. Up north, I can't think. I don't know, mate. I don't think I know.
Yeah, I mean, and that was sort of the mutual feeling, especially because like Minos was on that, like on the same gig as well, wasn't he? I think you, Spit Bucket, you and Minos were all in that room on that night, and like we were completely oblivious to any other happenings elsewhere in Wales. To be fair, and you know, I've said multiple times that Luke was like one of the catalysts for us changing what we were doing at the time, but also you as well, because I remember, you know, we had conversations about linking up and, you know, working with each other. But yeah, it was interesting to see someone from someone else, you know, sort of appear and go, oh, bloody hell, you know, there are people that do this and do it really fucking well. About the country. What kind of experience was that for you? Finding out that there was like, because obviously I think the most recognizable name up this way, Mr. Formula, is always going to be the go-to for the most probably one of the most recognizable in Wales as a whole. Done some of the things that he's done. But how was that for you, knowing that there's like different pools of talent everywhere and getting to know the wider scene?
I think it's opened up a lot of paths for Welsh artists as well, being so broad now. Like, it's not just relying on a couple of artists here, a couple of artists there. There is like a whole country of artists now. So, you know, when I was younger, all you heard was like English artists, or, do you know what I mean? I never really paid attention to what was around UK apart from England. So like, with the amount of versatility in Wales and all different genres of hip hop, R&B, whatever, I think why can't we become more nationwide now rather than just one country? There's so many artists with so many different styles and so many talented producers, and mate, there's so much art in Wales. Why are we just in Wales? I don't get it.
Yeah.
If England can go to America and be popular there, why are Wales left out of the UK scene? You know what I mean?
Yeah, mate. That's why we sort of exist. You know, trying to do what we can to, you know, change that way of thinking. And it is tough to see. Like I say, I feel like I always look at it like I take an artist and it sounds shit because like it almost strips away originality in a way. But I sort of take an artist and I go, right, well, we've got this, like, you know, that we can put forward as a similar act or something like that. Just to say, like, you know, these artists are credible artists. They are very, very good at what they do, and they deserve more of a spotlight. Hopefully we're, you know, getting there. It might be slowly but surely, but hopefully we'll get there. So yeah, touching on that different artists, I'd like to go all the way back even further and just find out when it struck for you, when this is what you wanted to do, and who were the artists that you were listening to that, you know, made you want to do this. Who was it that sparked that?
Well, Jesus. When I was 11, I got into secondary school, and I think it was a track on E. Motion. It was Good Kid, that's the one. And it says I started off with, I was very fortunate to have a multi-track system, drum pad, mic, keyboard, and started off making beats and started to just compose melodies, all that stuff. And then I started to write stuff, but the writing part was, no, I would never, ever release anything from there. That is gone. But I was trying to imitate the Eminem / Dr. Dre collabing back in the day. You know, like my age group probably, yeah, we were part of that generation of music, not anything below that.
Yeah.
You know, and then you sort of get into that stuff and then you go back and then look at the history of it. Yeah, I was into that. So I was replicating Dr. Dre beats with the layers of drums and the slaps and the big bass and the, you know, just slight synth here and there, you know, and the main melody in, because you know, the production of it was quite simplified, but it's so effective, you know. So I was doing that and it just evolved from there, really. I sort of taught myself, but then I went to college, university to learn about the mechanics of sounding and how you put all this together and make it sound as a full track, rather than just, right, we slap a keyboard on it, slap a drum pad on it, and then just release it. You know, there's more to it than, you know, it takes hours and hours and hours of your time to mix and make the music, and that's I had this conversation with Tim, you know, just about the effort to, you know, actually make a piece of art, but like that effort is needed, you know, to make something like you've touched upon. You won't necessarily put something out unless it's, you know, there. It's got to be there. But it's kind of like an artist painting, you know. They use all different shades and all different brushes to do the outlines, and the thick outlines, thin outlines, you know, and then they put the color on, and you know, it's time consuming. It's not just slap this together and then throw it out. It takes time.
100%. What was the first album that you ever bought? Out of curiosity, what was the first album?
First album. Well, first album my mother bought for me.
Yeah. That can fly.
Is it anything or just hip hop?
Yeah, got anything. Absolutely anything.
Man, I don't know. What I can remember is the Linkin Park Hybrid Theory. And that was a banger. She might say, like, I don't know, some pop crap, like Spice Girls or something, maybe, I don't know, when I was 3.
Maybe.
But all I can remember is Hybrid Theory.
Yeah. Great choice, to be fair. When would you say, then, like we've touched on the production side of things and getting your ear for it, you know, getting it down properly. When did you think that happened with the writing? When did you think, because you are a very unique lyricist, and in the way your delivery as well, your delivery is unlike anything that I think is in Wales. I think we've said multiple times, you have a voice for battle rap. Like, you have that thing of like that. Just, it's so it's got such conviction behind what you say. I always felt that. I think Tim mentioned to me for Live 2, like, just stood beside me and going, "You'd be absolutely awesome at battle rap." And I'm like,
you can't tarnish me with that brush, because I know what will happen. That's a big thing to get into, battle rapping.
Well, yeah, obviously, like, was it like being around Pryme Cut? Was it ever a temptation for you to like get involved? Because I had a look, because I knew that you were obviously linked with Pryme Cut, so I did have a dig, and I couldn't find anything with you.
Nah.
And I was disappointed, mate. I was disappointed.
It was on the cards. Like, everyone was telling me you need to go battle rap, and I was like, no, because I know what will happen, and I'd probably battle everyone, because I can't just, once I got my head on something, I just gotta do it. But I didn't want to get into that stuff because I wanted to become an artist, not a battle rapper. And I think they two different people. I mean, you can be a battle rapper being an artist, or you can be an artist being a battle rapper now and then. But I don't know, man. You've just got to go down either path, innit? And just fulfill it. Like, and
I think some people can do it successfully. I think, you know, people switch between that mind state of like attack and then craft something like, you know, or whatever. But yeah, I think you might have to. There are some examples of poor battle rappers, good artists, or poor artists, good battle rappers, I suppose. So yeah, going back to like when did it start to sort of click with you writing? When was it that you started to become happy with what you were creating?
Motion, whatever year that was it
2016? I think I narrowed it down.
Yeah, I think So yeah, it was that one, and I started to, start to appreciate the music I was making. I started to appreciate that. Yeah, this is becoming quite melodic and cinematic all at the same time. And I like cinematic music, and I like the whole what's the word? I don't like just the and I don't like that. And I'm always known for the introductions of tracks, and I like the melody to come in first, and then you just hit them in.
Humble, like, is the one that comes to mind every time. Humble is like, because that it's so atmospheric, like in the way it's presented, an intro, and then that hook just sticks. It sticks. But yeah, I think going through, like, listening to your projects back to back, and that, because you were quite consistent with it as well, because like Emotion was like 2016, then you had Raw, which was 2017, then Kaleidoscope, another full album again, and then followed up with Open Road, and then even in 2019 you still had like features like here and there. I think 2019 was actually was it 2019, the year of my favorite CrazeTheJack track of all time. I
think so. I think it might be.
I think it might be. Yeah, it might have been that, or very early 2020.
I know 2020 was Open Road, because I released that just before lockdown.
Yeah, that's right. But and your progression shows just how confident, like, you got with. I think you watching some of the videos that you also put out. What was the one? Society's Misgiving. I don't think you glanced at the camera for longer than a second.
Yeah. Oh,
but in saying that, it wasn't that long after you had the feature track, Know What I Do, and you seem to come even more out the shell then, and then the video for I think it was Motion as well. Was it Motion Extreme with the cards, where you
that's it. That was
and just that almost complete switch of like up and coming, trying this out artist to this is an artist, and I think you've held on to that ever since Motion. I think you've had that down to a T. Ever since then, you've really become comfortable, and there's conviction behind what you do as well, and that's why, like say, I really appreciate what you put out. it's been really consistent. Something I really like. We'll get onto it in a minute. I'm really looking forward to the new music that you've got coming up. Touching on sort of Pryme Cut again, and you've had people around you to support your creative process. At the moment, you are and have been part of Bard Picasso, which has become a massive talking point for I think hip hop in Wales. Have done brilliant things over the time that they've been going. How's that experience been for you, and how have they aided you creatively?
Aided me creatively. To be honest, right? It's been the better year for me as an artist. It's been like non-stop, and it's been great. And I've enjoyed every minute, and it's improved my writing, it's improved my producing, it's being with creative artists, the same sort of age group as me as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, we're all quite similar, but all quite different at the same time. But yeah, shout out Bard Picasso.
What is it? Yeah. Isn't it honk? Isn't it honk?
Oh, yeah.
just cause. But yeah, just looking at that roster of artists that are included, like D.W. Smith is like one of the most incredibly creative minds I think I've ever come across in anything.
Yeah.
Wolfgang.
And they do Larynx as well.
Yeah. Unity is consistently good.
She's brilliant.
Yeah. OD with production and
mate.
It's seriously like a high caliber like group of artists that are working together.
Yeah.
I think in the time that they've been together and all the releases that have come under that umbrella, that like they've been so good. And this is probably why my expectations, along with how consistent you've been, this is probably why my expectations for the upcoming Resilience album, which you have dropping today, should this come out on Monday, which I'm hoping is the case. I'm going to get onto it right after this. The upcoming Resilience album. Where did that start? How's that process been going? Like say with Bard's influence.
Resilience started before Bard Picasso. I just had a few tracks coming about, and it actually, this was one of the easiest albums I've ever written, and it wasn't forced, it was just done. So Resilience is literally coming back. It's just me coming back from where I was in 2020, maybe 2019, because I know I was just going to give it all up. I just thought, I can't be bothered with this anymore. I got bored, and I just didn't really want to do any music. I was going to sell everything. Well, I was thinking about selling everything. Everyone knows I want to sell everything, but I had a bit of a bitch fit with it, and I just thought, I can't be bothered. It's not for me anymore. I got nothing. I got writer's block. Couldn't be bothered. And then Bard Picasso came around. Jay, he just went, look, he put me in a group with Dale and Nathan. And just went, look, we want you on you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and I just went, yeah, let's go for it. So we done that. And then all of a sudden, then I just thought, right, being around these artists, so we had a couple of features here and there to do. I don't know when they're going to be releasing it. I haven't got a clue what is going on with it a minute. Who knows when it's going to be released? Maybe it will be released soon. Who knows? Maybe I'd be featuring with loads of other people. Who knows? We'll soon find out when it comes out. But that sort of got me into the routine of, writing, deadlines, getting this. So sorting my head out, really doing doing work for these boys. So yeah, started to write the album. Started to actually not produce all the album as well, and getting artists on Picasso, like OD. He sent me a beat. What else was there? I had Kenny Cadence on the album. I had who else? My memory is shit. Yeah, Kenny Cadence, Cam Solo, he was on it. OD was featuring on a track that Charlie J also produced for me.
Nice.
Digraph Productions done about 3 of the production. So I think I only sort of made 5 of the tracks as a whole.
Did that take a lot of sort of pressure off in terms of like, in terms of the like bigger picture of the complete album? Did it sort of take a little bit of pressure off when you solely focus on the lyrics?
I think that's why it becomes so easy, because it wasn't like, right, we got 11, 12 beats. Oh yeah, and Blue City, you're on it. He's gonna kill me for not fucking and Rest One produced that. But it sort of took all the pressure of, right, we're gonna make the instrumental, then we're gonna write the beat, and then we're gonna write to the beat, and then we're gonna mix it, then master it, then promote it. You know, because I've always done everything myself. So it was nice to go, right, we'll do a few productions and get everyone else to send beats over and just focus on what's on the paper. And it was nice, and it was easier to write to, because then it was just easy, man. It just felt so easy doing this album, and I enjoyed it. I'm not saying all the other albums I didn't enjoy, but you know.
In terms of, because I've had the privilege of listening to Resilience in some format a while back, in terms of how happy you are with the finished product, like, are you happy with what you've ended up with?
Yeah, I think I had one track that was just like, but that's production for you. That there's always going to be one. It's never easy, right? There's always things. There's always going to be obstacles, and there's always going to be things that are going to slow the process down through, you know. But yeah, overall, I think this one just, we flew through it, and it was just, yeah, I felt happy. It took me weeks and weeks and weeks to master, and I mean, like, took me ages, and I really didn't see my missus much for it, which she was happy because she was doing her own thing as well. But yeah, as soon as I finished the mastering, I sent it to I sent it to a few people for the critical listening process, and I had a few little bits of feedback off different people, but it wasn't major. It was just tweaks, and I thought, yeah, all right, we're done. We are done.
Sick.
But yeah, when it comes out, I might listen to it and go, shit, should have done that. Because I'm always like that.
Again,
yeah.
We all have these moments.
Yeah.
Like you say, you've got Blue City on there. You've got Kenny Cage on there. OD's on there. Cam is another one that's just sort of in this little league by himself.
Yeah.
Like what is verse on Brighty's album? Was like, holy shit. Like, not that it's not expected, but it's like, Jesus Christ. Like,
he's a great writer, and he's fast with it as well.
Yeah. I really hope that we see a full sort of project from him in the future.
Yeah.
You know. What else have you got coming up, bar the obvious, which again we'll get to in a minute? But obviously you've got Resilience coming out on Monday. Any other shows that you've got coming up, or any performances?
So we got the Swansea Fringe Festival, if I remember, 27th of October, I think. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it's that. Obviously, then there's a Bad Picasso record label release on the 30th, maybe. Yeah. See, I'm shit at dates. I need people to remind, birthdays. Oh, mate, I need to be reminded for birthdays.
Yep.
Honestly. So yeah,
I don't remember my own mother's birthday half the time. Like, I literally, it was just gone, and I had to message my sister like, "Is it my mum's birthday today?" It's like, do I need to message? Like,
yeah, I only know that because it's on the same month. Yeah.
But yeah, that is October 30th in the Moon.
Yeah.
Is that right, in Cardiff?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So there's going to be like a massive thing going on. I don't know roughly if I can attend them 2 gigs, but it's on the see what happens type of thing. But we've had chats, we've had talks, we're playing it by ear, innit? So that's happening, and then we got obviously the big one in Swansea.
We hope. Larynx Live 4. And like I say, I think you, again, I know it's a formula that we've done before, but I truly believe that you deserve it headlining in the hometown. I think, you and the lineup that we've got in Cron, Unity, Dotty Red, Zealous and TT, it's a really, really strong lineup. And like I say, with you headlining as well. Should be a brilliant night. I'm really looking forward to it. I think I've gotten through my notes. I think where is, because I really liked it, and I wanted to listen to it while I was going through my listening, but I could only find one track. The Sacred EP, where is it? See different.
Yeah.
Where's it gone?
Okay, so basically, if my missus hears this interview, she's going to say, you need to stop saying basically. But yeah. Right. That Sacred EP with me is no longer. Because we went for another approach of maybe we should just release them as singles.
Right, fair.
Because I don't know what exactly happened. I can't really remember. It's quite. How long ago was it? What year was that?
I'm sure it was like maybe 2019. I'm sure it might have been 2019. Because I remember you released Leap of Faith off of it.
Yeah.
As a single. But I was just looking for the project, and I was like, I'm sure I'm missing something. So like I went through our stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's not anywhere to be seen. I was like,
I don't know, mate. I don't really know much about it, as weird as it sounds. But I think we just went right. Nah, it's not an EP. It's more a collection of single tracks. So we'll just put them out again, but as singles.
Yeah, fair.
So I think that worked better, really.
That's
because it was just one of those things, and I don't think it done well as an EP, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair. So as I've come to the end of my notes, I've actually got my 5 questions that I'm supposed to ask. Tim suggested this, and I kept on forgetting to. No, it's nothing out of the ordinary. Absolutely nothing out the ordinary. But it's 5 questions, quick fire questions, as fast as you like, on these. So number 1 is, who is the GOAT in CrazeTheJack's opinion?
Me.
I've been waiting for someone to say.
That's obvious.
I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna take it. Favorite album of all time?
Oh man, Do you know what, right? I'm not even going to answer that. I know that's a shithouse question, answer, but nah, I can't. There's too many. It's all right. I'll give you one. I think it's got to be the 2001 Dr. Dre.
That's a fair shout.
I don't know.
That's a fair shout. Yeah. A Welsh artist that you are currently keeping your eye on. One of your favourite Welsh artists.
Oh my god.
There's a lot.
That's a mad question. Now, I do really, really like the Honest Poet, not because he's part of Picasso now, but mate, he can sing, he can rap, he can play guitar, he can do loads of stuff. Who else is it? Mate, these are broad questions. These are quite fucking hard.
Literally what I do when people ask me these sorts of questions. And literally, it's all I do all day is look at Welsh artists. As soon as someone asks me anything to do with them, I'm like, what?
Yeah. I mean, like, Mr. Formula, he's just, But I'm on about people that hasn't really I think Honest Poet has hit the surface now.
Yeah, he's incredible things over the past year.
Wow, man,
his recent album was incredible.
That's a really hard question.
Right, we're gonna have to change these to drawn out questions for CrazeTheJack.
Yeah.
All right, and collab, dead or alive. Who would you collab with, dead or alive?
Man,
who would you want to collab with?
Fuck.
Quick fire questions, ladies and gentlemen.
These are not quick fire questions at all. Man. I see. This is why I don't do interviews much, because I am shit at answering or thinking.
It's exactly why I chose
man. Oh shit. Do you know, it's just like my brain is just going.
I can see a trickle of sweat.
It is, man. I am sweating my tits off. Do you know what? I can't answer that because there's so many people.
All right, Ed. I don't think this question's going to help you either. Then,
mate,
one artist in Wales that you could collab with that you haven't already collaborated with, then who would it be?
I tell you who, and this will be a shock too. Brave McGraw.
See, now, that makes a whole heap of sense to me. Like you and
was that quick through?
That was better. That was better. But you and Brave would be a tremendous collab.
Yeah.
Because
obviously me and Dick Dastardly as well, and he knows this as well. We are in the pipeline of things. I'm not even saying any more than that.
That's fair.
But yeah, Brave McGraw, I think he's awesome at what he does, and I think he needs to release more stuff because he's just fucking incredible with his wordplay.
I mean, he had that year where he had 3 projects in the space of 12 months.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. And it was all good as well. It was insanely good. And of course, he's a very good battle rapper as well. Who I think you should have a crack at. I think you should do it. Just for the bands.
It'd be a good track. Two of us.
It'd be a very good track. I think it'd be a good battle as well.
Maybe a battle rap track. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? It's been an absolute pleasure to catch up with you again.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
And I'm really, really, really looking forward to having you headline Larynx Live 4 in Swansea. I truly believe that you deserve it. And I genuinely believe that you are an absolute veteran of the Welsh scene and
thanks,
an absolute heavyweight. And again, congratulations on the recent news.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the best for that. Anything else we want to add? Where can people find you on social media and all of that?
You can go Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, everywhere. Stream my shit.
If you Google CrazeTheJack, you'll come across an extremely dated 2014 website on a Weebly page where you'll find this little fresh-faced face on an EP cover. Go and have a look because it's brilliant. It made my day.
There's no beard.
There's no beard. There's no beard. That's what threw me off at first. But yeah,
I'm skinnier.
Again, thanks very much for taking the time out of your day to chat to me, mate.
Cheers, mate. I really appreciate it. It's been quite fun. It's been good. I've enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thanks to you for tuning in. Make sure you check out all the links in the description, and we'll see you again. Peace.
Peace.
My Brazilian strides forward to living a brilliant life. Really I'm fine, seeking you'll find. Go to the end of the rainbow. After the storm, the sun shines. My Brazilian strides forward to living a brilliant life.